Hey everyone, and welcome to the Millennial Motivation Podcast with me, James Hackney. Let's get inspired and let's get motivated. Hey everyone, welcome to the 6th episode of the Millennial Motivation Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in once again to the 6th episode. Now, before I move into today's message, it would be great if you could leave a rating for me on iTunes, a 5-star rating, if you're feeling you're getting the value and the content that you want, purely just to help other people that are in your situation, your circumstance, to really get the motivation that they're looking for and that they can relate to and build that mindset and have that motivation on a daily basis. So that'd be great, guys. Thank you. So I want to talk today about why you need a purpose and why you should find your purpose. And I drew up a quote from the very famous Prime Minister probably the most famous Prime Minister of England, Winston Churchill, who said, "It's not enough to have lived. We should be determined to live for something." So just to live a life of the same routine, of getting a job, having children, working 9 to 5, living in a house, trying to live the 25, 30-year mortgage term to pay it off. We need to live for something else other than that, because you are worthy of so much more. And a life without purpose that's meaningful to you is unfulfilling. It's not rewarding, and with no direction, leading to just riding the wave of life in the standard blueprint that I've talked about previously. So a good kind of way of looking at this is having no purpose is it's like getting in your car and driving around with no set destination. You would just be driving around place to place with no direction and no end goal in sight. And you would just get bored, you get frustrated, you would run out of fuel, and you'd end up coming home. Now, when there is a purpose and a set destination, you'll find your way there. You know, the purpose of the journey is to get to the end location. And the why is because you need to for a reason, which could be going on holiday, going to visit someone, shopping. Now, if you don't know how to get there, you need a plan. So you get the map as you would a few years ago, or now you just simply type it into a sat-nav. And that's you figuring out how to get there. Without a purpose and without an end destination and a set goal, it is a pointless journey. And it's the same with your dreams and ambitions. If you don't have a purpose and you just go out into this world doing anything and everything with no real meaning or direction, you'll just be floating from job to job, venture to venture. Both would be probably interesting for a while at the start because it's new, but then the same old feelings would creep in. You may even be successful at the moment in time, and you may be turning over some good profit within your business that is able to keep you living the lifestyle that kind of you want, but you haven't got actually any purpose. So you've got the money, but just no purpose. And that may be something that you're looking for because you've got dreams and ambitions that you want to achieve. Now, the frustrating thing is because you're not passionate and you're looking for quick fixes, boredom can set in, as it's the same Monday to Friday routine, or it's just not fulfilling you or giving you the satisfaction that you want from the lifestyle that you desire. And just the cycle just keep going around and round while you look for a new job, while you look for a new a new lifestyle, while you look for a new kind of purpose. You need to narrow in on what that purpose is because you deserve better. And it'll give you a direction in life, it'll give you fulfillment and motivation to work towards your purpose. And the journey to your purpose, once you've got that end goal in sight, will be incredible and challenging. But you'll want the challenge because it truly means something to you. You are an amazing millennial and you are unique. So your purpose is unique and amazing to you. These are your prime years. So let's not settle for mediocrity when you are not mediocre yourself. You are unique and you are born an original. So have an original purpose and an original dream. Don't go following other people's dreams. So when my auntie and my nan passed away, I felt so worthless and low. So I felt like, what is the purpose of me being here when I feel so low? I had thoughts running through my mind like, what is the point of being here when life can be taken away so quick? Why do I even exist when shit like this has happened to me? Nothing meaningful is ahead of me at all. And I didn't feel like I had any purpose in life. So I just felt like a shell of a person who was just here with no real meaning. And it was shit. But thankfully, when I had that light bulb moment, and it began me on the journey out of the kind of the hole that I was in and finding my purpose, I found something. I wanted to live for something. I wanted to actually live and not just exist. As a millennial, you have so much to live for, and I realised that. And it may not feel like that at times. You just may feel, as I did, just there's no point in being here. But you are alive, and first of all, that's an opportunity to want more, because there's so many millennials around the world who would love to be in your situation right now, with your health, with your current circumstances. That is an opportunity, and that is a reason to find your purpose, because you are alive. You've woken up this morning. And one question, talking about being in a job and just plodding on and not having a purpose, is, have you ever had this question fired at you and this has been your response? Like a co-worker will say, or a family member is, oh, hey, how's the job going? To which you reply, yeah, it's okay. It pays the bills. And I have said this so many times in the past. I am guilty. Hands up, guilty. But is that really what you were put on this fucking planet to do? To be in a job to pay bills for 40, 50 years? No. I'm sure when you were a little child, a parent told you that when you go to a job, what you're going to do is going to work for 50 years just to pay bills and just to live. You would say, no, I don't want that, because your mind is opened, your mind is free. You want more from yourself when you were a child. You think you can achieve anything, but for some reason we lose that desire and that mindset of, oh, we can just achieve this, and we go so narrow-minded because society wants us to be like that, because it fits how the direction that the majority of millennials and people are going on, and the majority of journeys that people have travelled upon. But not you. You can have a different journey to that, because you will find your purpose. Now, until I changed my mentality towards life and identified what my purpose was, to that kind of conversation of when people say, how's the job going? I reply with, it currently pays the bills and funds me while I build my dream and I find my purpose. It is a temporary thing. Now, I want you to say that out loud where you are right now, to your current situation. It currently pays the bills and funds me while I build my dream and find my purpose. It's a temporary thing. Where you are now is only temporary. It can be permanent if you choose for that. If you choose for your situation to be permanent, that's your decision. That's your choice. No one else's choice. But you can choose for your situation now to be temporary. Don't waste your time and energy on not having a purpose. We're not here for long. Life goes so quick, and time is the most precious thing. So don't waste it, because life goes so fucking quick, and it can be taken away from us so quick as well, at the click of our fingers. Just look at my dad when he had the brain hemorrhage. His life could have ended in an instant with no pre-warning or nothing. He could have just been, and his life could have ended, and that was it. So it shows just how much little time we've got. And when I think back to how much time I actually wasted sat in that house when I was trying all the get rich schemes quick, chasing money but not a purpose and something that would fulfill me. Man, I tried drop shipping, Amazon fulfillment, Amazon FBA, print on demand, affiliate marketing, chasing every single new idea. I would say, listen, I'm gonna start drop shipping. So I'd start, but then the next thing would come along, the next shiny object. So I'd chase that. And if you haven't heard of some of these, Google them and do a little research, and I guarantee that when you go on social media, you will see so many adverts popping up in your newsfeed. Some guy who made 40k in a week selling phone cases, and he can show you all the secrets for a free 1-hour webinar. And if you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. They will be all over your newsfeed. But all I'm saying, guys, is don't believe everything you see over social media. Just because they're doing it doesn't mean that that's the path that you have to follow to find your purpose and succeed. It may be something of interest to you, but if it's of an interest to you, link it with your purpose. Yes, people have made incredible money from it, and I've made a little bit of money from it as well when I was doing it. But these guys who have made a lot of money are not the people who are shouting it over social media with hired cars, hiring planes, and fake Shopify stores showing how much profit they're making. The guys that are in the background not showing this are working towards a purpose, and that is more important than showing off. So find your purpose. And what I'm trying to say is I could never stick to one of these things. I kept jumping between each shiny object because I didn't have a passion for any of it. And I didn't know what my purpose was. And it didn't mean anything to me. And as I mentioned, I made a little bit of money, not loads, but the money never satisfied me. I was still looking for that shiny object of what can I do now, what can I do now? Where now I found my purpose, which is this podcast. I want to stick to this. I'm so kind of tunnel vision towards this podcast that I'm going to put all my hours into this podcast. I see still the commercials of these Shopify stores, of Amazon FBA, dropshipping, print on demand. But my purpose now is this podcast because I feel it in my heart. I'm following my heart, not the money, not the pound signs. Money isn't important. I just want to add value to people. And if the money follows, brilliant. But I want to help people like you millennials. Now, success without fulfillment and without purpose is worthless. Look at Robin Williams, George Michael, and the list of celebrities who have all committed suicide. Now, somewhere right now, there's a multi-billionaire who is contemplating suicide because Forbes will class all these people as successful financially, but they may not have any purpose and there's no sense of fulfillment. They may feel so lonely in life, so empty, and just so confused that they've got all this money. People say that money brings happiness, but money does bring happiness when you have a purpose and when you have fulfillment, because achieving your purpose and working towards your purpose and having that fulfillment is the true kind of key to happiness, and the money comes along with it because then it allows you to have the experiences. But these kind of celebrities and these millionaires, multimillionaires, they don't know their purpose in life. So please don't associate money with a purpose, because having only money and lots of money with no purpose or fulfillment isn't a good mix. The satisfaction you will get from kind of working and achieving your purpose is far greater than anything that money can provide. Trust me. And it really hit home with me is if someone in my current job that I'm working at the moment, if they said to me, we will pay you £1 million for the next 40 years. So £1 million a year we will pay you. You have to have 2 weeks holiday per year. You have to work 5 days a week. You have to work 8:30 or 5:30, and you have to have a boss above you, and they have to tell you what to do. I still wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be satisfied, because I'm not passionate about it. It's not my purpose, and I'm not here to chase money. So I couldn't do it. I would be so unhappy because I'd have £1 million in the bank, but I'm not achieving my purpose. I'm not working towards something that I want to do, and that really hit home with me. So I set about finding my purpose. So what I did to kickstart finding my purpose is what I want you to do. So to help find your purpose, I want you to start out by listing your interests and your hobbies. What really gets you going, what you want to wake up in the morning for, and what you enjoy. Life is short and you deserve to have fun with your purpose. And it has to be something that you are enjoying and something that you are passionate about and that you really have a keen interest in. Just get everything out of your mind. Write it all down. Don't hold back. Don't be narrow-minded. Open your mind and dream as big as you want. Just don't hold back if you feel it's too big. Write it down. What I want you to do is really circle the things that are actually really important to you and have a little think about how they make you feel. Now, I want you to do this first of all because it gets everything out of your mind and on paper. This all doesn't have to be done at once, in one sitting in 5-10 minutes. Spend a bit of time in the mornings having a think. You will think of stuff throughout the day as well. Jot it down, record it at night. Over the next couple of days, have a think. What actually means something to you? And what are you passionate and interested about? Because your purpose will revolve around that. Everyone is unique. Everyone is different. So your purpose will be unique and your purpose will be different to everybody else's. Your purpose is one of the most fulfilling things you will find in your life, and you will love the journey to getting to that purpose. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Thank you for listening to the Millennial Motivation Podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you could head over to iTunes and subscribe to the show, as well as leave us a rating, that would be amazing. And if you have any questions, head over to Instagram at Millennial Motivation Podcast and drop me a DM.